Good morning, children. Yeah, today we are starting with logarithms. What is this logarithm? See, it's such a technique in mathematics that many of the unsolved problems were solved after this particular relationship or the operation is developed. It's really a beautiful concept if you take that into your mind and start applying it. It's also something like fun playing with logarithms if you truly understand it. Okay. So now to understand logarithm, why did we have come across a state that we wanted to define another operator as a log? So applying log on it or something like that. So now if we were given a problem like y is equal to 10 power x, this is the relationship in powers and exponents. Okay. Now, if y is equal to 100, right, what will this particular equation will become? So, if y is equal to 100, this will become 100 is equal to 10 power x. Is it not? 100 is equal to 10 power x means 10 rise to such a power that this is equal to 100. Means obviously, it means that we can write 10 square is equal to 10 power x. Is it not? Because 100 is expressed as 10 square. 10 square is equal to, so bases are same, powers are supposed to be equal. So therefore 2 is equal to x. So we got the value of x is equal to 2 when y is equal to 100 in this particular equation. Yeah, if we take y is equal to 1000, I'll write directly as 10 cube is equal to 10 power x. In place of y, I wrote 10 cube. 10 power x as it is. Now bases are same, so powers are equal. So here we got x is equal to 3. We got the value of x to be 3. Now if I say y is equal to 0.1, 0.1 in the sense 10 power minus 1 is equal to 10 power x implies x is equal to minus 1. So in all these cases, it's very easy for us to find out x. That means when a particular value, that means if 10 is raised to a particular value, if we know what is the outcome, then it is very easy to understand like what will be the value of x and what will be the value of y. Now if the situation is like this, if y is equal to 5, that means your equation will take this form. 5 is equal to 10 power x. Now the problem is, to what power you have to raise 10 in order to get the result to be 5. So 10 power 0, anything power 0 is 1. 10 power 1 is 10. 10 square 100. 10 power minus 1.1. Okay, square root of 10 if you take also, it is root 2 into root 5. Product of two irrational numbers. But we are not going to get something like 5 in this format, in this manner. That means with the knowledge that what we have till now mathematically, till what we have learnt from the properties of powers and exponents, right? And from the properties of real numbers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, and all the operators using whatever we know till now, we cannot find that particular value of x for which 10 power x can be equal to 5. So not, it is a little bit complex. Suppose if I write 4 is equal to 3 power x. Now to what value of x you are going to raise 3 in order to get the result to be 4? Is it not complex? Yes, it's very complex. So then the new concept in mathematics have come into existence, that is logarithms. You know how it is defined. A logarithm is defined something like that. Suppose if you have to find out x, then that implies x is equal to this. X you are determining, x is defined in such a manner that x is equal to log 5, whatever you have on LHS, that is 5, to the base 10. So this is how a new technique has come into existence. X is equal to log 5 to the base 10. Here is also 10 is at the base. Here is also 10 is at the base. Now log 5, logarithm is defined on 5 in such a manner that log 5 base 10 is equal to x. Usually whenever it is base 10, we won't mention it as base 10. Directly also you can write it as log 5. And now coming to this particular condition. Now we are going to find the power here. What is the power? X. X is equal to. Apply log on this side. Log 4. To what base? The base here is 3. The same base is here. So log 4 base 3. So this is how a logarithm is defined. This is how a logarithm is defined. Now see, therefore general formula, general format of expressing the logarithm is like this. If a power x is equal to some n, if a power x is equal to some n, then we can find out the power x as x is equal to log n base a. What are the conditions? A should be greater than 0 but not equal to 1. A can be any real number but it should not be equal to 1, and it is a must that it is greater than 0. And n is also greater than 0. Right? So this is the condition that while we define logarithm, these are the limitations. These are the limitations. Is that clear? So let's do 2 or 3 problems. Suppose 2 power x is equal to 5 implies x is equal to log 5 base 2. X is equal to log 5 base 2. This is how we are going to solve the problems. Now let us see. Let us find out the powers in few of the examples. Right. 7 is equal to 2 power x. We need to find out the power. Now x is equal to, take log on LHS 7. Now the base will be the base here. Log 7 base 2. This is what x is equal to log 7 base 2. Now coming to the second problem. 1 by 81 is equal to 3 power c. So now let us see first, without applying the log, how to solve this problem, because it is something like it can be raised into 3 powers. Okay. So just like that, out of interest I am doing it. 1 by 3 power 4 is 1 by 81, is it not? 9 into 9, 9 nines are 81. Each 9 is 3 square. 3 square into 3 square is 3 power 4. 1 by 3 power 4 is equal to 3 power c. Or from the rules of powers and exponents, 3 power minus 4 is equal to 3 power c, implies c is equal to minus 4. Implies c is equal to minus 4. This is the normal method, where of course there is no need for us of the logarithm here, because we can find out the value of the power here directly from the previous knowledge, whatever we have from powers and exponents. If suppose it has to be expressed in logarithm value, how we are going to write it as? So we are going to write it as basic formula, that's all. C is equal to log of LHS. What is LHS? 1 by 81. Simply take that one. Whatever base is there, that is the base here. So this is how we are going to solve it. Right? So this example we can take, and afterwards when we discuss the properties of logarithms, and if you simplify this, we are going to get the same equation here. Try to remember this one. Log 1 by 81 base 3. After learning the properties of logarithms, you can solve this and prove that c is equal to minus 4. But the very easy and simple way of expressing it is, whenever power is to be determined, power is equal to log of LHS, whatever is the base in the exponent form, so that base will form as the base of the logarithm. Very, very easy to remember, very, very easy to solve. So half mark questions will be asked like this. Okay, so pause the video for a moment and copy the notes. Take the screenshot. So now let us write in exponential form. In which form it is given? Problem is given in log form. Right? Now we are going to write the exponential form. Very easy. See, x is the power always. 2 is the base always. Right? So 2 power x, which is equal to LHS. Where you are taking the logarithm, that is the LHS. So 2 power x is equal to 32. Now take here. So power is z, base is 10. I'll write it as 10 power z, which is the leftover is now just 1000. Here you can directly find out 10 power z is equal to 10 cube here, isn't it? 1000 is 10 cube. Just like that I am writing z is equal to 3. Here also you can find out the value of z directly from this logarithm also. Okay, so this is how you have to solve. That is from exponent to the logarithm, and from the logarithm form to the exponential form. In both the ways now you know how to do it, right? In both the places base is going to be the same. A variable is the power here, right? Very good. Right, take the screenshot and copy it down so that we can proceed to the properties of logarithms. Right, so the next one, properties of logarithms. My dear children, please remember, you have to remember these properties. All these should be on your tips. Then only you will be able to apply. Whenever a property is needed, you can easily apply the property and simplify it and finally come to a conclusion. So now log a base b can also be written as log a by log b. Right, please remember this, and for every case I am giving one particular example. So log 3 base 2 can be written as log 3 by log 2. It is not necessary always. Whenever there is a need for you to apply this, then only you have to apply. Sometimes the answer can be left like that, just log 3 base 2. But sometimes it will be asked log 3 base 2 is equal to, right? So then it is log 3 by log 2. Then log a base a is log a by log a, which is 1, isn't it? So logarithm of a particular number to the same base is always 1, Example, log 5 base 5 is log 5 by log 5, which is equal to 1. Log 5 by log 5, which is equal to 1. And the next one is log 1 is 0. Log 1 is 0. 0 being the power, is it not? Anything power 0 is always 1, except 0 power 0 and infinity power 0. Okay, anything power 0 is always 1. So therefore we got the power to be 0 here. So therefore log 1, right? So log 1 is equal to 0, and log 0 is undefined. That means you are not going to find out to what power a particular number has to be raised in order to get 0. It cannot be determined. So therefore it is undefined. You cannot determine the value of log 0, and you may not find in your 10th class syllabus log 0 anywhere, but just like that I gave you the information so that if at all the examiner goes beyond your syllabus, he may ask you the value of log 0. It is undefined, so it cannot be determined. So now let us move on to the next properties. Log x into y base a. So it means you are taking logarithm on the product of two numbers with the same base. So when you take logarithm like this, then that can be expanded as log x base a plus log y base a. So log for multiplication will convert as log individually taking on each number and summation. So log xy base a is log x base a plus log y base a. Now similarly, so when it is multiplication to summation, obviously division to the difference. Log x by y base a is log x base a minus log y base a minus log y base a. Right, so let us take some examples. Something like, I can write log 6 base 5 as log 6 base 5 as log 2 into 3 base 5, that is log 2 base 5 plus log 3 base 5. So questions like this may be asked. So he may ask log 6 base 5 can be equal to. So in the options you need to check for this one. Log 2 base 5 plus log 3 base 5, because log 6 can be expressed as 2 into 3. Okay. So now here if I wanted to write log of 2 by 3 base 5 is log 2 base 5 minus log 3 base 5. So he may give you a problem like this, log 2 base 5 minus log 3 base 5. We have to simplify it into a single log term. Then it will be simplified like this, log 2 by 3 base 5. Okay children. So now the next one and the last one here is log x power n base a is n log x base a. So the power will be coming in front of the log here. That is n times of log x base a, n times log x base a. Now I said you already that if base is 10, we are least bothered about to write it. So I am not writing it as, now 3 log 3, 3 log 3 cube is 3 log 3. It is 3 log 3. Okay, now let us see that one. Whatever we have left till in the previous case, what is that? Log of 1 by 81 is equal to 3 base 3. This is C. This is where we left, right? The previous condition. Which is the problem? Problem was given like this to you. 1 by 81 is equal to 3 power C. Just now we discussed it. And I said let us apply all the rules and prove that C is equal to minus 4 as we got it in the normal form, right? I'll repeat that again. So 1 by 3 power 4 is equal to 3 power C. I'm repeating it. 3 power minus 4 is equal to 3 power C. Implies C is equal to minus 4. So this is how we got it, right? And now applying logarithms to the same problem. Applying logarithms to the same problem here. How we are going to see? C is the exponent. C is the power. So C is equal to log of LH is 1 by 81 to the base 3. To the base 3. Now let us see how we can do it. Log, right? In many ways we can write log 1 base 3 minus log 81 base 3. Okay, so what is happening here? What is happening here? Log 1, log a by b form. This is in log a by b form or log x by y form, where you wrote it as log x base a minus log y base a. So same thing I wrote it here. Log 1 by 81. So log 1 base 3 minus log 81 base 3. Okay, so now log 1 to any base is 0. This is 0. Log 1 is 0. Just now in the properties we learnt it. Now I am left with minus log 81. 81 I wanted to write it as 3 power 4. Base 3 as it is. Next step, don't write 0 here. No need, no. Minus log 3 power 4 base 3. Log 3 power 4 base 3. Now log x power n. Log x power n can be written as n times log x. So minus as it is, this 4 will come here. 4 log 3 base 3. See, beautiful. So whatever the power is there, it has come out here. So minus 4 log 3 base 3. Log a base a, we got it to be 1 because log 3 by log 3, it will get cancelled and 1. So that is 4 multiplied by 1 with minus sign. So we got it as minus 4. So we got C value to be equal to minus 4 even by applying logarithms. See the beauty of logarithms. So beautifully derived, beautifully implemented in every part of the problem. So we got it directly from our knowledge of powers and exponents. C is equal to minus 4. And here by applying logarithms, we got it to be minus 4. Hence proved, is it not? Hence whatever we know. So whether this method is right or not, absolutely right. Okay. So now just take the screenshot of all the things. The properties first. Copy them. Try to understand them. Remember them. By heart them. So these are the properties with examples. Then this is one of the applications of the properties where we have compared doing it with from normal powers and exponents. So take the screenshot, children, and then copy it down. Try to understand each and every step, how we got it, why we got it. So children, let's move to exercise 1.5. I am solving few bits of first problem. And take second and third problems as homework, and in the next class I'll deal some other general problems from your exercise so that you can complete the exercise. Okay, so very easy to understand. Please don't miss this one, as how you are very much comfortable with sets. Here you can also be very much comfortable with logarithms, provided you can see which property will sink into the problem. Right, determine the value of the following. So what is the first one? Log 5 base 25. It is log 5 base 25. So you are going to write it as log 5 base 25 is equal to some x. We don't know what it is, right? We have this to be log 5 base 25 is equal to some x. Okay, so I can write it as base to be the base. So 25 power x is equal to 5, is it not? The LHS is here is 5, base is 25, power is x. 25 power x is equal to 5. So 25 power x, so that is 5 square whole power x is equal to 5. 5 power 5 square whole power x is equal to 5, is it not? So therefore what you will get the next step? So can you see that one? So 5 square, 25 I am writing it as 5 square whole power x as it is equal to 5 is given. Okay, right. So therefore now, so 5 power 2x is equal to 5. Now you know from that is power here is 1, bases are same. So therefore 1 is equal to 2x or x is equal to 1 by 2 or x is equal to 1 by 2. Therefore 2x is equal to 1, 2x is equal to 1 or x is equal to 1 by 2. So square root of. So what is this? X here is 1 by 2. What is the value of x? It is 1 by 2. So this is the way that you can solve it. You can use the definition of logarithm. You can use the property of logarithm. But the job here is to solve this one. The job here is to solve this one. Right? So take the screenshot. Right. Next one. Directly you can use the property for this problem. Log of root x base x. So what is that? Log root x can be written as x power 1 by 2 x power n. This is in the form of x power n. So that is equal to log half log x base x. Whatever the power is there, this is coming into the multiple side, that is the coefficient side. So half log x base x. We are left with x base x. So what is the property you are using? Since log x base a power n is equal to n log x base a. This is the formula you are using. This is the property you are using. Then what is the next step after this? I am writing it here. What is the next step after this? This is equal to half log x base x is 1. Log x base x is 1. Why? Because log x base x is equal to log x by log x, which is equal to 1. This is another property. So what is the conclusion? Therefore, log of square root of x base x is equal to 1 by 2. Is equal to 1 by 2. Here what is the conclusion that you can write? Log 5 base 25 is equal to 1 by 2. Is equal to 1 by 2. We took x as log 5 base 25, is it not? So conclusion, without writing the conclusion, please don't leave it here. Okay. So log 5 base 25 is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. Right. Next problem. So take a screenshot here. Both the problems, right? The next one. Log. So here it is something like in the power itself you have a log. There is a special property to be applied here. That is log a particular number n, which is in the power. That means a power log n base a. That means the rule here is that you have to remember this base and this base must be the same. Right? A power log n base a is equal to n. Log a power log n base a is equal to n. This property we are going to use it here. This is a special property. Therefore, I wrote it specially. Remember this. Right. Usually, very rarely we'll be using this, only when something like this is asked. Remaining all properties, In almost all problems that will get repeated. Hence, I just wanted to stress on this point, therefore writing it as a special property. Right, so this problem can be written as, see, 2 power x plus y is 2 power x into 2 power y, is it not? So 2 square into 2 power log 3 base 2. Basic powers and exponents properties. 2 square is 4 into, now 2 power log 3 base 2 based on this property. So bases are same. Bases are same. So this whole thing will be equal to 3. This whole thing will be equal to 3. So 4 into 3. So here you have to write the reason, since a power log n base a is equal to n is the property what you are using. You have to mention the property, children. So that is equal to 12. So therefore, what is the conclusion? I am giving the conclusion here. 2 power 2 plus log 3 base 2 is equal to 12. See the beauty. Normally, it's very difficult to understand to what power 2 can be raised in order to get 12. Right? So 2 is raised to a power of 2 plus log 3 base 2. So thus we will get this to be 12. Okay, children. So pause the video for a moment and copy down the notes. And then please try to finish. Those children, those who can finish all the problems, can do by yourself. Those who think you can do only the basic things, please solve second, third and fourth problems and then post me from exercise 1.5. This is the last exercise of first chapter, that is real numbers. In real numbers we have learnt about rational numbers, Euclid's lemma first part, then rational numbers, irrational numbers, then we have come to logarithms. Okay, so take the screenshot and copy down, children.